Okay. Hello, and we are here, MLS Law Show and Legal Mindset, and we are here with a fellow who, look at this beautiful courthouse here, and he's got an interesting sign, and he's been dedicated to protesting out here in the heat, 100-degree weather, in a suit. I went in the hole, spent an hour inside, and he's still out here. So with that kind of dedication, we got to hear what you have to say. So explain your sign and tell me what's going on.
So I'm very worried about fascism these days, and to me, the overthrowing of a democratically elected official for basically no reason and replacing them with a friend of the governor is fascism at its finest. Okay, Andrew Bain was not elected to be the state attorney. He's a judge, probably one of the worst judges in Orange County, and he has no business being an attorney, let alone the state attorney. He can't cut it as judge, so Ron Desantis is appointing him as state attorney. It's wrong, it's fascist, and people ought to be out here doing something. This is how
you're doing something. You're out here and you're speaking, you're exercising your First Amendment. Yep. Have you had any problems protesting other than the heat?
I was asked very nicely by the sheriff's deputies to move off of the steps and come down to the free speech zone.
Okay. Well, I thought America was a free speech zone.
Well, to me, it doesn't matter being 20 feet, 30 feet away from where I was, just to keep them happy. I'm not here to cause any problems. I'm not here to, start a fight or, do anything, to cause trouble. But,
I understand. You're here because you feel very strongly about this. Now, let me ask you, what do you feel stronger about? Do you feel strongly about the removal of the current state attorney or the inputting of a friend of Desantis?
It's the removal of a democratically elected official. Okay, this happened about 6-7 months ago in the Hillsborough area, where that state attorney said he wasn't going to enforce the abortion ban, and so that was the reason we were given for that state attorney being fired. But Monique Worrell, it's just a general sense of the governor not thinking she's doing her job.
Well, now, what was the casus belli supposedly stated by the governor in which to remove the state attorney here in Orlando?
What was the casus belli?
The casus belli. What was the stated reason here?
But the general stated reason was her not doing her job, not being tough enough on crime.
Okay, but tough enough on crime. I mean, that's very. I understand Aramis Ayala was removed here because she flatly, publicly refused to enforce the death penalty.
Right.
But was there such a statement in this case?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong. Honestly, I woke up this morning, saw the news on my news feed, and just got livid. I remember Monique Worrell running for this position. I remember the race for this spot. I remember how contentious it was, and she won fair and square. And she's been doing a jam-up job as a prosecutor, and it's just a shame to me to see it for such a general reason. I wish I would have gotten a specific reason, right. On case 2023 FCF 3245, the capital murder case against a police officer, she's not pursuing the death penalty, therefore we're going to fire her. No, that didn't happen this time.
And so the person that was appointed now is also, you say, a friend of the governor.
Yes. Yeah.
And I will say that to many supporters of Ron DeSantis outside of Florida, they look to him and they see that he is, fighting the fight for whatever their casus belli is. The question is, it's people that live in Florida and that are watching also know that there's very much an insider game that he plays, and obviously you're saying this is an insider kind of appointment. Could you explain what that issue is?
Well, it just seems to me that Ron DeSantis isn't one of those clean up the swamp type people. He's the make the swamp bigger type people. And he's been slipping in the polls against Donald Trump. Yesterday, he had to fire his campaign manager and replace him with a new one. He's looking for a new national story to change the narrative. And that new national story is, I fired this black woman, liberal prosecutor, and replaced her with a good, by-the-book judge.
However, as we know who are Floridians, there's an insider game that's played, and obviously the drain the swamp idea is get rid of the insider appointments. Do you feel that this falls into an insider kind of game?
Most definitely. Andrew Bain has been very close with the Ron DeSantis camp for a long time. He had no business being appointed the first time they put him in there. He's been talked about being put on the Supreme Court of Florida, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this man, I've seen him in action as a state attorney, and it is embarrassing how poorly this man thinks he knows the law.
Well, and let me ask you this, because I'm not looking for your identification or anything, but do you say you have experience as an attorney in this courthouse with these people?
Public defender for this circuit, I was in Osceola. And that probably gives away who I am.
No, it's okay. No, I'm not asking, because it's your free speech, and I don't want to. But you have practiced as a assistant public defender in this circuit, as well as, have you been a prosecutor in this circuit?
I have not, but I've been a private attorney in this courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to add and tell Legal Mindset or MLS Law Show?
I just want to say, you got to use your rights or you're going to lose your rights. So stand up for democracy while we still have it.
And do you think that Ron DeSantis is the person that's to be appointed to drain the swamp?
No, honestly, if you're a Republican and you're thinking about voting for him, just vote for Trump, okay? Like, you know.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate your comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, hold on.
Back to losing my voice.
Hold on.